How did this happen?
He attacked the professor. I was late.
It's not your fault, Geralt. We're all to blame. Triss barely made it fighting for us. These are bad times for witchers, and something tells me they'll only get worse.
Is it safe up top?
Relatively. Some stragglers up there, but we'll deal with them later. You look tired. I'd like you to rest. I'll keep watch and tend to Leo's body.
Alright, so that's a shame about Leo, but it's kind of obvious it was going to go that way. He wasn't actually a witcher yet, he was just in training, so that's why he doesn't have the slits for pupils, the cat eyes. He was not able to deal with the professor. He was not able to parry that bolt. Too bad. Left click on the meditation icon in the dialogue, so that's this down here. Enter meditation mode. Do that. I will I don't know. Yeah, I'll find you later. I'll find you later first. Rest in peace, Leo. So, we're in the lab, or what's left of it anyway.
All that's missing is a mage who'd know how to use this.
Yeah, this is where all the elixirs were kept.
They once laid me down here.
It's where the mutations are performed to turn people into witchers. Children, mostly.
Mosses and grasses. The smell is heady.
You can't actually do anything with these, but it's really nice attention to detail in The Witcher that Geralt will just comment on certain things in the environment just by walking near them. There's a wardrobe here with some more swallow, which is pretty useful. We'll take that. At least they left us that much. Music is absolutely top-notch in this game, just out of this world. Listen to this all day.
Yes?
Now we're being forced to meditate here, so we will click the button. This is kind of the way of resting in The Witcher. We have new talents acquired, so anytime you rest, you can actually level up. So the first thing we're going to do is look at our level up screen, which is up here. Character development, you've earned talents, and talents are your points, your attribute points, and whatever that you can customize your character with, etc. Not going to read that, I'll just tell you guys what it's about as we do it. So we have what? We have 3 talents, 3 bronze talents. That means we can take any of these lower 2. Under attributes, we have strength, dexterity, stamina, and intelligence. Under signs, this is our magic. The Ard sign, we can increase the ability, the effectiveness of Ard, Igni, Gwen, Axii, or Uridan, which we don't have yet. We don't have any of these 4. We only have Ard so far. We have only a steel sword, so in the beginning of the game, you probably want to invest most of your points. If you're going to be upgrading your weapon skills, you're going to want to put it in steel, because you don't get your silver sword until later in the game. Not much later, but relatively later. So putting points into silver is not worth your time. But like always, you can do that if you so choose. The first really important skills that you want to be taking at the beginning of any game, or at the beginning of any run of The Witcher is in the intelligence tree here. You want to unlock herbalism and monster lore as soon as possible. Oil preparation, possibly as well, but these 2 especially, herbalism and monster lore. So to do that, we need to unlock some other ones first. I'm going to put 1 into intelligence, another into intelligence, and I'm going to put the last point into herbalism. I believe we'll be getting 1 more attribute to, or 1 more talent to distribute, so. And all we need to do to get that to work is to meditate. Now you can actually just click these. You can meditate until noon, meditate until dusk, midnight, dawn, It's currently looks like 11 o'clock right now. You can see the little dot over here. So we will meditate 1 hour. We're going to meditate until noon. You can actually drag the slider to do precise times if you want to. But yeah, 1 hour is good. Doesn't matter how long you meditate, but you have to do it in this section, at least. And to get the level up changes to stick. Alright, looks like Vesemir took... No, Vesemir is still here. Let's talk to him. Does he have anything else to say? Vesemir?
Eskel came by while you were resting. Triss is still unconscious, but stable.
That's a relief.
I've made a decision, Wolf. We abandon Kaer Morhen. There's nothing holding us here.
I see.
We need to bid Leo farewell and wait for Triss to recover.
And the bandits?
Yes, we need to finish things. But first, we must make a healing potion for Triss. We'll need to search for ingredients. Nothing useful left here.
I can do that. How do I make the potion?
Lambert will give you the formula. Look for him by the fireplace. He's with our brave sorceress.
Lambert? He doesn't hate Triss?
Feels guilty, I think. The first thing Triss will hear when she wakes is, "Finally awake, Marigold." That's Lambert. Let's get to work. Later I'll teach you how to extract ingredients from monsters. I'll be in the main hall.
Fine.
Alright. Left click on the scroll icon, press L to open the journal. We're going to do that right now. Pause the game while that's going on. This is the tutorial section. We will click on all of these just to get them to stop being new. And what did he say? Quests, I believe. Defending Kaer Morhen, Leo perished at the hands of the Professor, the bandits' leader. I need to rest and then explore the fortress. I should make sure that Triss and the other Witchers are all right. Any surviving intruders, well, I'll make them regret Leo's murder. I must explore the fortress to make sure the others are all right. And then we have a potion for Triss. Vesemir told me to prepare a potion for Triss, who's wounded. Lambert is watching over the sorceress in the main hall. He'll give me further instructions. I need to see Lambert in the main hall of Kaer Morhen to find out how to brew the potion. We have different information about each of the characters we've met so far. I guess I'll read these out right now, just for funsies. Start with Vesemir. Vesemir is the oldest and most experienced Witcher, possibly older than Kaer Morhen itself. I don't think quite that old. He spends each winter in the fortress and sets off on the road when spring comes, just like all the others. Despite his age, Vesemir is robust and lively. Many youngsters envy him his health. He's an excellent fencer, and he was the one who taught me swordsmanship. He raised many Witchers, including me. His disciples treat him like a father. Leo was probably the old Witcher's last protege. The boy's death shocked him. We have Leo, since he was mentioned. I guess we'll do him next. Leo is the youngest of Kaer Morhen's residents. He's not a full Witcher, though he has completed his training. He was not subjected to the mutation, so that's the thing that we took. It's what turned our hair white. It's what gave us such pale skin and our cat eyes, along with all the other Witchers. But Geralt is kind of special because his mutation went a little haywire. Leo comes across as a hot-headed whelp, but he's also kind-hearted and good. It appears that Leo is somewhat fascinated with me. He's heard the ballads about the White Wolf, and now holds me in high regard. Leo was killed by the Professor, one of the leaders of the assault in Kaer Morhen. The boy was too hasty and inexperienced. I wasn't able to help him, even though I was right beside him. We have Triss. Along with me and the other Witchers, Triss fought in the defense of Kaer Morhen. The sorceress stood against the mysterious mage and one of the leaders of the assault. She was injured and lost consciousness. Ironically, Triss is allergic to magic, and she can only be administered natural healing potions. Right. That's why she can't take Swallow. It's basically the game telling us why we need to do a separate potion for her. And we have... Let's see here, we have the mysterious mage, since he was mentioned. Mage attacked Kaer Morhen in order to steal the Witcher's secrets hidden in the fortress. One of the leaders of the forces that attacked Kaer Morhen was a mage so powerful that even Triss Marigold could not oppose him. The organization that leads uses the symbol of the salamander. The Professor, one of the leaders of the Salamander attack on Kaer Morhen, was a man called the Professor, who seemed to be a cunning assassin. The other leader was a mage. And we have Eskel. The calm and reasonable Witcher from Kaer Morhen is my peer. Wonder how he got that disfiguring scar. Well, we'll find that out. For locations, we have Kaer Morhen. Kaer Morhen is an inaccessible mountain stronghold. It's been the headquarters of the Witchers Guild for centuries. The name comes from the language of the elves. The original Kaer Morhen translates to Old Sea Fortress. The castle's time of greatness has passed, the battlements and moat have deteriorated, and a cold wind blows through the spacious halls. Currently only a handful of Witchers live here, but once many young boys underwent gruesome training along with the infamous Gauntlet near Kaer Morhen. Laboratory, the famous laboratory holds the most closely guarded secrets of the cast. Mutagenic plants, hallucinogenic mushrooms, natural stimulants, and potion ingredients. It is here that the young apprentices are subjected to the incredibly painful trial of grasses, which only a few survived, gaining super mutant abilities in return. So that explains what Witchers are. They go through trials, they go through mutations, they become monster slayers. Don't have any monsters. We have formula here. Swallow, there is no more beautiful bird more beautiful than the swallow, the harbinger of spring. Even the dark mages who developed the formula for Witcher's potions appreciated the charm of this bird, lending its name to the potion that accelerates regeneration of a mutated organism. Tawny Owl, preparation for an all-night vigil at the side of a cursed man or before a battle which is certain to be prolonged. A Witcher mixes a dose of Tawny Owl potion to boost his endurance. Endurance in this game is this yellow bar. It is the magic ability of the character. You can see this little tick mark kind of in the middle of it up here. That's how much it costs to use ARD currently. So it would take up all this from here over to the point of that tick. So we could probably use 2 ARDs before we'd have to regenerate our endurance. And the bottom bar is actually experience. We can't see it yet. No, I'm sorry, it's toxicity. We can't see that yet. Basically what happens to balance, because potions are so powerful in The Witcher, each potion you take gives you a bit of toxicity. And toxicity is like how much before you overdose, essentially. Take too many potions all at the same time, you will start taking massive damage, and you'll see little floaties go all over your screen, little red dots and stuff, and all of your stats will take a hit. You'll start taking damage, possibly even die, so don't do that. Be careful. Manage that bar carefully. Thunderbolt. Witchers take this potion before fighting strong, heavily armored opponents. Imbibing Thunderbolt causes Witchers to enter into a battle trance. While in this state, Witchers attack more efficiently and cause greater damage, while at the same time neglecting their own defense and becoming an easier target. Yeah, parrying and dodging become impossible. Damage is increased. And 2-hit, I believe, since they're mentioning both attack and damage. Ingredients, not going to go through all those just yet. I might do it off screen or something, but mages, yeah, I will read all of this some other time. But that's the gist for now. I think that's good enough. We have our current quest. I should probably track it at least. Track this quest on the map. Good. Vesemir.
They'll pay for this.
Okay. Also, for inventory, ingredients go down here in the alchemy sack, so when we start getting those, all of it will go down there. The satchel is where our kind of our main inventory is. We can only equip 1 potion at a time at the moment until we get better armor. Tawny Owl is here. We have all of our other stuff. These little arrows actually just is an auto sort feature in the game, so you want to click those pretty often. The base game didn't have these. It was very annoying to manage your inventory before the EE came about. Up here is quest items. We have a rusty sword, damage minus 30%. A steel sword used to fight humans and effective against most monsters, used in Witcher combat styles. Now, the way the damage system works in the game, it's a little weird. It measures everything against a base item called the Witcher Sword. So all steel swords that you get in the game are measured against a baseline sword called the Witcher Sword, which we'll eventually get, but Basically, what minus 30% damage means is it's doing 30% less damage from that other sword. It doesn't actually tell you how much damage you're doing, which is a little strange, but it's something that you have to get used to, that's all. Won't matter much, because we're going to be getting that sword pretty quick. I want to explore this area. Grab that crate that I forgot all about. Is this actually working? Yes, it is. Okay. With some flint. More flint, even. Always good to make fires with that. Back into the circle of whispering stones. And another crate over here. With a whetstone, increases damage inflicted by 10%. These are not permanent, so a lot of people think when they first start the game that that's just an upgrade, that they use it right away and they waste it. But it's just a temporary buff. But a useful item to have. Circle of Whispering Stones, we will take that. It gives us an extra bonus to our Ard if you click on one after the fact. What did that do? It gave us 50% Ard intensity. Whatever that translates to, I'm not exactly sure. Now let's see here. I guess we don't have anything left to do in here. We might as well go up. Kaer Morhen interior. Alright, now begins the long section of game where we loot everything that isn't nailed down. And do quests and stuff. This is still technically the prologue, but is there anything we can go and get to up here? I absolutely love the music in Kaer Morhen. Very pretty. The whole scenery is quite nice as well. Alright, Lambert. You're the man we need to talk to, I think.
Geralt, is something wrong?
No time to talk. I need to make a potion for Triss.
You should find a vial of white gull in the armory on the upper floor. Grab some calcium equum from the evening hall. Look for white stones in one of the chests. If you find any stragglers, finish them. We don't need prisoners. The stairs are through that door. I'd go, but Marigold lies unconscious by the fire.
Alright, where's the calcium equum again?
Where's the calcium equum again?
In the evening hall, inside a chest.
Alright, and the alcohol.
Where can I get some alcohol?
There should be white gull in a crate in the armory on the upper floor. The room's full of weapons, you'll know it when you see it.
Alright. Guess we'll go with that.
Lambert, I have to tell you something.
What is it?
Leo. The bandits killed him.
He wasn't ready. What a loss. We'll hunt them down, Wolf. We'll avenge Leo.
Lambert is supposed to be the kind of the asshole of the group. He's the Raphael of the Ninja Turtles. But I don't know, I never really minded his character in this game. He's all right.
I'll find you later.
We'll find you later. Yeah, we can prepare a potion in meditation mode. I'll show you that later. I could have swore there was a barrel here that I could have looted. I guess not. And there's the kitchen that he so kindly opened for us. Why not go in there and loot some stuff? A couple of barrels, more flint. Wardrobe with a bun in it. Lots of food items that you can loot at this early point in the game. A raw chicken with 2 chicken legs. Take them both. And it's like a old cupboard with more of that Viziman champion, some bread, gutted fish, and fresh fish, I guess. Like I said, you want to be taking everything at the start of the game. You don't get much. There's not a whole hell of a lot of loot in The Witcher to begin with. Most of it is everyday use items. Things that are relatively common. I see Triss over here. Should probably check in on her before we go and look for her stuff. Fireplace, we can meditate at that. We're not going to just yet. She is in no position to talk to us. Lambert, you don't have anything else to say, do you?
What do you need?
Nope.
I'll find you later.
Alright.
Witcher George, slaying the dragon.
Again, very, very nice attention to detail in The Witcher.
Seems witchers have always been better with a sword than with a paintbrush.
I don't know. He's got two lovely ladies doting upon him there. I think that is Geralt, actually. Wonder who painted it. Anything out here? This is back to the entrance of the keep. Take a look at our map. You could go back out into the courtyard. There's no point because we already looted everything out there. I think. There might be one other thing that we have to get. We can't get up there yet. I guess back to the kitchen. That's the laboratory. That's to the upper floor. So we have to go through the kitchen to get over to that. Alright. Through here. What? Ah. Looks like we got a straggler. Dead.
You'll regret the day you were born.
Bye now. Lambert came over to give us a hand. We got some remains. More of that Viziman Champion beer. It's all useful, though. We're going to be needing a lot of beer. It's one of the things that you actually want to hang on to. Looks like this section of the basement is flooded. We just have a random torture device just lying out. Let me holster my weapon. What is that? Tab, I think. There we go. Holster my weapon. Sheathe my sword. Fucking pleb. Alright. Stairs are broken here. I don't see why I couldn't just get around that and continue on up, but whatever. Let's go on in here.
You dare challenge the Salamandra!
Mess with me and die.
We should try out our hard here. Oh, we had a stun. What the hell? Nice! Ooh. Love it when they're knocked down. One of the more cool killing blows that you can do. Let's see here. Let's take that. More remains. Leave any behind. We've got more bandits down that way. Rooms at our back. I'm gonna deal with these guys first. Fucking brutal. Half sorting, man. That is one of the best animations in this game. You get access to it right away. As we level up these signs, not the signs, I'm sorry, the steel sword. If you go to level 2 and level 3, it unlocks more and more complex animations and extends the combo overall, so things won't always look as they do now whenever we start using our sword. It will get more and more elaborate as time goes on. A lot of people mistake, or a lot of people think the animations in The Witcher are bad just because they play the first hour of the game and they assume the whole game is like that, but no, it's not. It's meant to look basic. Wrong style. Switch to fast.
Die, bastard!
Alright. See one more down there. You have anything? No. Walk over to strong again.
Mess with me and die.
So yeah, these attacks will get prettier and prettier as time goes on. Take your money, sir. We're all the way at this end of the hall. I'm going to go back to the start of it so I don't forget anything. So Such a beautiful game. Little moments like that, you know, you can stop and smell the roses. This is the way back down. We don't need to go in there yet. What's in here? Open it up and find out. Just a room with a crate in it. I like this place. Got goose fat, which is a grease, high-quality base for making blade coatings. What that means is for oils for your sword eventually once you unlock it, and an unknown potion. You want to be careful whenever you find unknown potions in this game. You'll find a couple of them in Kaer Morhen. Usually they're poisonous. I think one of them might be okay, but I don't remember which one it is, so I probably won't be taking that potion anytime soon. Sort our inventory a little bit. Yeah, we've got Tawny Owl, though, so that's something we can take. Another cool thing about the alchemy system in The Witcher, where do I take a look at that? I can't show you it here, but even if you don't know the formula for potion, you get potion formulas. I can show you that at least. We have all of these potion formulas here, so we can make any of these when we meditate by a campfire. But even the ones that we don't have, if we know the recipe, if we know what herbs make it, we can make the potion, which is really cool. I don't remember any of them, so that's a fat lot of good that'll do me, but for people who actually did memorize the formula, you could just do it without even knowing. That would be especially useful if we had some sort of combat mod or whatever that made the game harder, which we don't. That's to my preference. There's a barrel here, might as well loot that. More Viziman Champion. There's multiple types of beers in the game. It's over here. That's the library. Stairs to Triss's room. That's back there. Alright, so the library I think is important for something. I just don't remember what it is right now. What time is it? We can hover up here for the clock up by the map. 14:30, so it's 3:30 in the... no, 2:30 in the afternoon. Time is ticking away. We got bottled water. Restores endurance. All the food in the game gives you a buff to your regeneration, so it kind of works the same way Swallow does. Slowly regenerating your health over time rather than going in one big block of health like a lot of health potions do. I prefer it that way anyway. I think spamming potions in a lot of RPGs tends to be cheap. Not that I'm above that, as was the case in Knights of the Old Republic, where spamming health packs and whatnot, it was kind of cheesy, but it had to be done. I was blatantly playing in a suboptimal manner, so where the hell are we? It's all turned around. We haven't been down this way yet. This is the library. We were just in there. We haven't been this way. That's to Triss's room. We'll save that for last. We'll go this way first. And we have a room here we've never been in. And a barrel. I love the lighting. So pretty. Even though it's not real rays, god rays, or anything like that, there's something about the way Kaer Morhen looks. It looks like an authentic medieval castle. Even the plaster on the walls, there's still bits of the... There's bits of, what do they call that? Not fresco, but... It actually might be fresco. Yeah, bits of fresco that are still there. You can imagine, like, all of these chambers would have been painted when this castle was new. Would have been beautiful. More Viziman Champion, I think. Man, we're getting a lot of that. I didn't realize how much was here, but usually we would have gotten other types of booze by now. Yeah. It's a very pretty game. Imagine all the reds and blues on the walls at some point. This keep was new. And a cabinet. Has more Viziman Champion. More Lambda Spread. Alright, and this is some stairs going down that have been barred for some reason. Random hanging bat next to the fireplace, sure. Bits of garbage on the floor. But it really does do the ruined look well. Even little details like these wooden parts where the door meets the top of the threshold. We have a crate, and that's the evening hall over there. We had to go there for some reason. I think we'll... So I was in here just now. I have to go here still, and I have to go back to this room up here. Alright, let's go into the evening hall. That big chest, which I will ignore purposefully, to loot the random dresser over here for some more water. Another one of the nice things that Project Mercy gives us access to is that all of these items will stack to 100 now, whereas in the Witcher, as it was just in the EE, they normally only stack to like 10, I think, most of the time. Herbs might go a little higher than that, I don't actually remember, but it's a nice room. Actually some decoration in here still. Tapestry, and it's like folios of plants from like a manuscript or something. Different herbs. And a map. Yeah, we're up here. This is looks like Kedwin. No? What does that say? Voneth. Yonath? Pars? I don't recognize that, but imagine it's somewhere in the world of The Witcher in the Northern Kingdoms. We have a medieval lecturing booth thing for scribe work, basically. The equivalent, the Witcher equivalent of a wagey cage. Let's see here. Great. Lots of nice stuff in here. We have books, we have more swallow, we've got the calcium equum, which we're after. We have a chicken leg, another unknown potion, which we've seen, and a book called The Frightener. This book discusses frighteners. We're taking all of that. Gives us our journal update for the potion for Triss. I want to read this book. Any book that you get in the game, you always want to read it. On the left click, The Frightener, a collection of information on an unusually rare monster known as the Frightener. This book adds a bestiary entry to the journal. I'm going to actually go in and look at that and read it right away. That would be in Monsters, I think. Frighteners. Frighteners are very rare. They come into being as a result of magical experiments. To create a Frightener, a mage has to possess great power and basic knowledge of mutation. Immunity. Frighteners are immune to almost all effects. Susceptibility. They're sensitive to steel and silver. Very sensitive to loud noises at high frequencies. Well, I'll talk about that in a bit. Tactics in combat. Frighteners rely on their size and strength. They try to knock their opponents down and deal a lethal blow. And you get Frightener's eyes and claws from them. They're important. So this gives you lots of information. That book gave us all of this information. We learned what we can harvest from it, tactics to fight it. We can even learn a little about its history. The first mage to create a Frightener was the famous renegade Dagobert Sulla, a diligent student of the Zerrikanian Masters of Alchemy and the supervisor of the trial of grasses carried out in Kaer Morhen. Upon beholding the abomination he had created, Sulla is said to have cried, "What have I done?" He destroyed the monster. His notes, however, survived. Oh, well, that's a little grim. We can, for some reason, go into that chest still.